Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters. We are an English public speaking community and we are glad to see you here again to practice public speaking with us. Now, before we continue, please keep in mind that this official session is recorded, so please dress and talk properly. It can be beneficial for you if you want to review your speech later because it is recorded and uploaded in YouTube. Don't be intimidated because of this policy, but make it as a motivation for us. So let's say 1 year from now, when we see the video from today, we will feel grateful because of how far we have come. Turn on your video to share enthusiasm with each other, and also mute your microphone unless it is your turn to speak. To make us easier to identify you, you can identify your name. Put your name, real name, and if you are taking a role, please specify your role. Or if you are a guest, use G before your name. For more info, you can visit hailing.me/motivators. Let's start with why. Why do we exist? Our founder started looking for valuable skills, and they believe that being a competent speaker is highly significant. Furthermore, we can hone our public speaking skills for specific purposes. So it is not just generally a public speaker. And even we can learn and practice in a structured approach. And we do it over a long period of time to accumulate our skill sets. I know we can try to attend a full-day workshop, but it is not enough because we need consistency to practice. And public speaking is a long-term journey. And we can also empower each other with growth mindset. Probably we can develop ourselves alone, but with the help of others, we can grow further. And we can transfer the knowledge and experience. We exist since 22 years ago, connected across the generations, and we are part of Toastmasters International. We are having privilege of having their international curriculums named Pathways, which offers 11 specialized modules and international certificates for members. Even we are eligible to join tiered speech contest from the club level advancing to the international level. Here is a brief info about Pathways. Imagine like a major, but it is not for university. Rather, it is a major for a public speaker. What kind of speaker that you aspire to be? We offer those options. And we are not limited to each of the track because for every path, we can also have elective modules. So we can still customize our learning process based on our needs. Our regular meeting consists of 3 main agenda. The first one is prepared speeches, so the registered members can deliver speech according to the program. And next, table topics. It is an impromptu speech session when any one of you can deliver speech spontaneously within 1 until 2 minutes. Imagine a condition where suddenly your boss or top management encountered you inside the elevator, and suddenly he asked you something about your progress. You can try to formulate the ideas quickly within 1 until 2 minutes. That's how you can impress your boss, right? So this is a practice for that situation. And not only limited in that kind of situation, because we can talk about many things. And in Toastmaster setup, it is related to meeting team. For tonight, meeting team is the art of goal settings. Will be explained later by our Tom. And we believe that there is always room for improvement. That's why we have evaluations, where our prepared speakers are evaluated by individual evaluators. And also the whole meeting is evaluated by various role takers. So here we are with network, with creative meeting setups, and the spirit of motivators. You can find out more in this link. You can also join our public WhatsApp group. And let's enjoy the meeting session. Now I give my control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Viku.
Hi, thank you, Toastmaster Han, for the brief introduction about Toastmaster. So, hello everyone, I'm Vikri. I will be your Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight. So, basically, me actually will conduct the meeting and leading the meeting, bridging between the session into the session. But before do, let's go into the theme of tonight meetings. It's the art of the setting, goal setting, right? We already like approaching the end of 2022. I just want to ask, how is your 2022 so far? Maybe I would like to hear from guest Demus. Hi, guest Demus. Would you like to share?
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
My 2020 was so far interesting but erratic. It means that there's a lot of ups and downs. It's been very long journey since a lot of people since the first beginning of the month of the year always have their own resolution or their hopes, but the reality sometimes turns different than what you expected. My resolution for 2020 is not actually exactly the same as I expected, so that's the reason why it's such a long journey and very erratic, because I got a lot of ebbs and flows where that makes the life. So that is it.
Right. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Demus. So everyone maybe in here like agree with Toastmaster Demus that we have ups and downs, and like for 1 year in here, and our resolution might not all, we are not accomplish all the resolution, but at least we are staying here. We are at the end, and we are ready to setting a new goals in 2023. So maybe I would like to ask from another people here. Maybe I want to hear from Toastmaster Aldo. Like how your 2022 resolution so far is already accomplished all that, or you want to make another resolution in 2022?
Thank you, Tom. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. So I think for me personally, the goal is still in the process, because after all, we're still in the 14th of December. It's not the end just yet. And of course, I'm still striving to check my goal from the list. However, when it comes down to the future, 2023, I don't really have any new, well, I have, but it's a continuation from the previous goal. And one of them is just try to take a scholarship. And so, yeah, it's a continuation between the process that I'm doing it right now, and later on, 2023, hopefully it can come to fruition. As when it comes to trying to develop a new goal, I don't really have one for 2023. So, yeah, back to you.
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Aldo. So it's not a new resolution for 2023, but you will bring the 2022 goals into 2023, because it's long journey, right? Long process and goals, right? So the setting goals is not need to be like 1 year, you set a 1 year and 1 year and 1 year, but it can also, the process itself. As long as you're enjoying the process to achieve your goals, it will be better, right? Because this is life. Nothing we can do except we try to carving and following and pursuing our goals and dreams, right? So we will talk about it later in more in the table topic. So maybe we are going to the next that I would like to introducing the word of the day. So we are using the acknowledgement as our word of the day. So please mention it in your speech in the table topic later, and it will also will more introducing and more explained by our word of the day, or word of a grammarian actually. The grammarian will explain it later. So without further ado, let's all call our general evaluator who will introducing us to the ranger who will help the meeting begin. So let's go, Toastmaster Aldo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fikwi. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'll be serving as your general evaluator. And in doing so, obviously I'm not doing it alone. Therefore, I'll be assisted by the other prominent Toastmasters from various clubs. And let's start with our grammarian. I believe grammarian will be presented and explained by none other than Toastmaster Gabriel. Toastmaster Gabriel, the screen is yours.
Okay. Hello. So tonight I'm your grammarian, and it's my responsibility to all of you in table topics about the possible grammatical error and also catch beautiful phrases that you said tonight. Thank you.
Can you explain perhaps about the word of the day?
Oh yeah. So for the word of the day, today is acknowledgement. Wait, let me acknowledgement. Yeah, acknowledgement. So it's about the acceptance of the truth or existence about some things. So please speak your word of the day today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gabriel, for reminding us about the word of the day and explaining your role as grammarian for tonight. Up next, we got our AH and WOD counter, in which will be explained by none other than Toastmaster Hansel. Toastmaster Hansel, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aldo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am, what's that? I am serving as your word counter. So, as we can see, we can hear, my previous opening is not impressive for you guys to hear because it contains a lot of filler words. Exactly. And my duty is to notice your filler words. How many times that you make that filler words? But don't be intimidated with this kind of parameter. Keep in mind that it is a thing that we can try to improve. So if we have a lot of filler words for tonight, it is okay as long as we try to improve. And we can see one pro tip to improve us is to slow down our pace to give us time to think what to speak next. That's the tips from me. Beside the filler word, I also notice your word of the day. So as mentioned before, if possible, please include word of the day acknowledgement in your speech. Thank you, and back to our GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hansel, not only for explaining your role, but it gives us a tips to take a momentarily pause whenever we try to convey our message. And moving on to the next role, we got ballot counter, in which it will be explained by Toastmaster Nabila. Toastmaster Nabila, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aldo. Hi, everyone. My name is Nabila, or you can also call me as Toastmaster Nabila. So tonight I will be performing my duty as ballot counter, which will serve as the counter of the vote that you guys will cast right after the table topic speaker session, which will be delivered by our fellow Toastmasters here, and also our very let's just say honorable guests who are giving their time to attend the meeting with us and deliver their best impromptu speech maybe later on in the table topic session. Thank you. I'll give it back to you, to Toastmaster Aldo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila. And lastly, My role as general evaluator is to simply evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. And needless to say, I will deliver my report later on during the evaluation session. And lastly, I would like to say that I acknowledge your effort and your time to be with us here tonight. So thank you for all the role takers. That being said, I'll give the control back to our Tom.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Aldo. So everyone, those are all the role takers who will help us to conduct our meeting tonight. So maybe I would like to go into the next step. Supposed to brief the agenda. Like in the Toastmaster, actually, we have 3 sessions: prepare speech, table topic, and evaluation session. But since we are here, it's in a special meeting, so we only have table topic session for tonight, and of course, the evaluation session will led by Toastmaster Aldo later. So let's us going to our first session is table topic session. Oh, before going that, let's take a photo. Photo. All right. So, Toastmaster Hans?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please
All right.
turn on your camera. Oh, yeah, already. We will take 2 pictures. Now, the first one, hold your position. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you very much. And let's prepare for the second pose. How to make it in 3, 2, 1. Hold. Okay. Great. Thank you, and back to our Tom.
Okay, thank you everyone for giving a beautiful and wonderful smile for the photo. So let's go to the next session is table topic session. I'm not sure where we're going to first. Is it Toastmaster Khairin or Toastmaster Alvin? Would like to go in first?
Toastmaster Khairin, you want to try first?
Okay.
The first 6
All right.
topics, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I take roles. Okay, thank you, Tom, for the time, and thank you, everyone. Hi, everyone. Good night. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Khairin Hidayah, and I'm your table topic master today. And also, Mr. TM Alvin will also be the table topic today. But let me start, and let me share my screen first. Oh, no. So I will explain the rules for table topic today. The first one that anyone in this session could deliver speech, an impromptu speech. So if you guys have something, have curiosity about impromptu speech, now is the time for you to speak in this session. And also feel free to give opinion about anything that will relate it to the topics that I will give you. And also, you need to remember that there is no right or wrong answer in the session. It's just for exploring your speech, and you just need to deliver something that feel comfortable for you to share. And if you feel uncomfortable to share your own story, you don't have to. You just have to elaborate it from other kind of things. You don't have to tell it from your own experience. And the exact topic will be revealed on the spot. And I will give you 1 until 10 a question. You just have to choose and to pick one of them. And also the time limit, so the timer will give you the sign if your time is up. The first sign is the green, which tell you have passed the speaking time, which is 1 minute. And the yellow flag will be shown if if you are already talk about 1.5 minutes. And the red flag will be shown if you are talking more than 2 minutes. And you have to finish your speech immediately, and you will be disqualified after 2 minutes and 30 seconds without color notice. Yes, timer Alvin. do you have something to say?
No, I just raised my hand to be noticeable by participants.
Okay, I'm sorry. So let me start. Can I hear some noises first? Do you guys excited for the session?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
So who wants to be my first speaker? Who wants to be my very first victim, aka our top table topic speaker tonight? Anyone?
Can I?
Or should I just choose? Oh, okay. Uh, TM Toastmaster Karina.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, you can take your number first, 1 until 10.
Number 1.
Okay, good choice. How do you see yourself in 10 years from now? You have 30 seconds to think.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
How do I see myself in 10 years from now? Actually, I honestly I can't acknowledge what's gonna happen for me in the next 10 years, but I just have imaginary. I'm still a teacher, but I have the highest position than now, and I can be a great musician. So that means I have double job as a teacher or leader, and also as a better musician with the 3 kinds instrument that I can play. That's my 10 years, my imaginary 10 years from now. So I can say I can acknowledge myself. So it's say what we say is just like a prayer. So when we say it positively about ourselves, about myself, in the future, everybody listen to me, everybody hear my goal for next 10 years. And I believe my God listened to me. I just need to do a lot of extra work and effort. And thank you for the topic. I'm gonna write it and I will show you for the next 10 years. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karina. I will see you in 10 years, I hope. And I'm so into your words because you said that you are who you think you are, right? And we are who we think we are. So just think positively, and that will happen with our effort and pray to God. And thank you, Toastmaster Karina. And the next question, who is ready for the second question, second topics? Anyone?
Raki ready.
Can I give a try?
I'm sorry, I can see who's talking. Who was that?
Yes, Demus.
Oh, guest Demus. Okay. You can pick your number 1 until 10. Unless 1, you can choose 1 because it's already picked before.
Yes. Actually, my room number is 10, but I prefer number 9.
So your room number is 10, but you prefer 9. Okay, 9 is
Yeah,
your.
that's mine.
If you only had 6 months to live, would you live your life any differently from the life you are now?
Actually, I really want to have a fun topic, but it's super Super sad.
Yeah, you can. Is it too hard for you? Do you want to choose another
No,
topics?
that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, you have 30 seconds to think about this topic, and then you can start speak.
Okay. I would love to start. Life itself is very hard to describe. It's something undescribable, and it's something hard to be managed properly. If I only had a chance to live for another 6 months, would I live differently than what I do right now? The answer is very simple. I would just do what I do. No rules, no restriction, no force from anyone else. Just me, my life, and whatever I want to do for the rest of 6 months. As I probably never experience the same thing after the 6 months. So that in the 6 months later, if I only had the less times of those moments, then I would do whatever I do. One thing that I probably will do is very simple, is getting more acknowledgements from other people. It's not that I got recognition from them or I have to live based on what they want me to be recognized with, but I have all the standards behind that probably I want to achieve as well more, but it doesn't need to be forcible for me as well. If I couldn't do it, I will just leave it behind. As I first mentioned to you that no force. So if I cannot do it, I won't do it. Second, I think I would eat a lot of things as I'm fancying eating a lot of things, especially new foods, cuisines from other countries or other islands from Indonesia, because I've never been to any other places. So I think it's really fun if I had a chance to do that. So I would just live based on what I want to do what I want to live. No force, no restriction, anything at all. I think that's all. Thank you.
Wow, that's so great. You opened my mind too. And also I think it's it's not it doesn't have to happen if you only had 6 months to live, but I have to live that way anyway because we have to live the way we want to be, right? And that was so great, guest demos. Thank you. And who is ready for another question?
Can I?
Yes, of course. Um, let's go back to our number. You can choose
Okay, let me take number 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people say habits instead of goals. Do you agree with this statement? Please elaborate. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Oh, no.
that's number 4. I did not see the other
mistake.
number. No
Okay.
problem. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, the time is yours.
This is a challenging question if we have to choose between habits or goals. Of course, anyone will choose both of them. But if we have to choose, I will choose habits over goals. Because habits is a consistent thing that we do every single day. And in the end, it will drive us into our goals. Even if we don't have goals, if we put our good habits consistently, we still don't know where are we going, but at least we are getting better every day. That is the most important thing. That is why I prefer habits instead of goals. But if we can combine, it will be much more powerful. It is an acknowledgement by, I forgot the name, the author of Atomic Habits, a book, a self-help book that is very powerful. So we look at our goals first and how to get through it. We need to develop our habits. And there are a lot of research that say that 21 repetition is significant. Thank you. James Clear, yes, that's the author. 21 repetition is significant to develop a new habit. I have tried it in terms of music. So previously, I was weak in my fundamental skills of scale. So scale is basically fingering on piano in every keys. And when I started a new habit, I had to practice 21 times of up and down scale fingering without any mistake. If I make mistake, start over from the first try until I get 21 repetitions without mistakes. And I had to do it every single day at that time. And it built my muscle memory. So even though I did not practice for a long time, I could still recall those memories. That's why habits is highly powerful. Thank you, and back to our TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. That was so great. And you thank you for sharing us your own experience about your music skills. And you said that habits is very important for us to, because it keeps us going, right? The goals keeps us going, but habits get us there, get us to the goal. And thank you for sharing us your story. And who's ready for the next question?
Me?
Okay, our Tom, you can choose a number.
I born in 8 January, so I will pick up number 8. Yes.
Number 8. Okay. Here it is. Question would be, what have you always wanted to try but have been scared to? Really want, but you are scared to start to do it. So the screen is yours whenever you're ready.
It's quite a hard question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I will wait. So, Ron, this is quite a hard question because, like, as a human being, we have the acknowledgement of the things that might be not we can control something. I always want to try everything in this world, but I've been scared of the punishment and the consequences of what I'm doing. So, like, we only have we only live once in this world, and there's a lot of things that we can do will we are still in this world. But by having those acknowledgement about there is a consequences of the things that we will if we did something. So I think what have I always want to try. I want to try everything, but I'm just scared of the consequences that will be my goes with on that. For example, like if I want to go to try to gambling, try to go into casino, having some rich bling bling things like that. But I know the consequences that I will make get addicted or I will be going to broke in there. So there's always consequences of that. So back to the question, what I always want to try is I want to try everything, but what I have been scared, I've been scared of the consequences that might be happen in the future. So everyone, if you want to try anything, make sure you know the consequences and you're ready to accept those consequences. Back to you, Toastmaster Kairi.
Thank you for sharing your own story about you want to gambling. Where do you want to gambling, by the way? You can invite me maybe.
Yeah, maybe we can go in gambling in Malaysia, in the gambling island. That's really,
Oh.
really cool places.
Oh, so you have searched for it.
Yeah, like I'm going to there, but just so those people are gambling, but like I cannot gambling in there because I also know the consequences of my gambling.
Yeah, I see. That's great, by the way. And back to our, maybe this is the last question from me. And who wants to try? Because after this, it's going to the second table topic session by Toastmaster Alvin. And who's ready for the last question from me? I promise you, it's not gonna be hard this time. Anyone? Can is there another guest here? Miss Aisha, are you there? Oh, okay. So I see the chat. Toastmaster Ishraki, are you ready?
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Are you ready for this session?
Yes. Yes.
So okay, you can pick your number.
Maybe to make it more challenging, I let the table topic masters just pick the number for me.
Okay, that's interesting. So I will choose the number 7.
All right, let's go.
So the topic is what values and priorities that you keep to achieve your goal.
What values and priorities that you keep to achieve your goal?
Yeah, maybe persistencies or maybe the hardworking or you forget to sleep just to achieve your goal, maybe something like that.
Yes.
Wow, you
All right,
are.
let me try.
Okay. Okay. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, table topic masters. Talking about values and priorities to keep me achieve my goal is about consistency and also persistency. Why? Because those of are just become my fuel when I'm feeling down, when I feels nothing. But at the end, uh, consistency and persistence is the something that I really should do that, because without doing that, I'm just become the ordinary people, I guess. Because yeah, maybe for the example, like taking this change, become the table topic speakers, or take a challenge to become like last Saturday, I take a challenge to become panelist speaker. I always make myself come closer with the dream, because my dream to become a TED Talk speaker. So I just create from one step to another step to make it uh, come closer, because there is always the direction. But I don't really push to do that, because I just want to enjoy the journey. I think that's all. Back to you, Table Topic Masters.
Wow, that's really great. Thank you for share us your story, your own story, for that you want to be a great speaker, and I think you already are. And that's great, and I wish you all the best for your dream. And I think this is the last session from me as the first table topic master, and I will give back to Tom. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. Back to the talk again. So, since we have already done with the first table topic, let's call on our next table topic is Toastmaster Alvin. And maybe I will also help as a timer, yeah, Toastmaster Alvin. So you can conduct the table topic session. Okay, Toastmaster Alvin, just give me a seat.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Fikui. Welcome to Table Topic Session, episode number 2. So for those who still want to challenge yourself, raise up and go for the challenge. Okay, this is your topic. The rules is still the same. It is 1 to 2 minutes. You need to answer quickly and make sure you say your stance at the beginning and your bold answer, and then you explain, or you can bring your example. And at the end of the speech, you connect with all the Toastmaster that here. And don't worry to make mistake, just enjoy. And word of the day is acknowledgement. And I see Toastmaster Karina is raising her hand. Are you ready, Toastmaster Karina?
Yeah, I'm ready to be a timer, of course.
Oh, you're ready
Facing you.
Okay. Okay. So Toastmaster Karina will be the timer, and then who will be the speaker? Raise your hand or shout out, guys.
Well, actually, I'm ready to be a timer, to be a first speakers, but somebody needs to replace me for a while to be a timer.
Yeah, I will be your timer.
Oh, great.
Great.
Okay. And then Toastmaster Karina, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, that's it. This is your topic. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars.
All right. Thank you. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. This quote is quite hard for me to interpret what I'm going to say after this. So I can say shoot to the moon. I can say it in a literally, not into the quotes. I can say that shoot to the moon literally is really hard, right? Because the distance between Earth and Moon, you can imagine. But the meaning of the quote is, of course, not like that. Even though we have a change or there is something that a goal in front of us in the future, and we're about commencing the new year 2023. Some of people, most of the people, put a list what we need to do for the resolution of ourselves. But the rest of the people who already wrote their own goal last year, maybe hasn't achieved it. But even though we cannot achieve it, that's okay. Sometimes just be relaxed, let go and let it flow. What happened is going to be happen. If one thing cannot achieve your goal at a time, no wonder. As long as you still can breathe, there is a good opportunity for you, opportunity for us to reach it. If don't make a limit, a time limit for yourself. Some case we need to catch up what we need to do, and another time if we still have time, that's okay. Just take a bit walk, relax a bit. As long as we still on the right track, we can have it. So keep patient, but also keep optimistic. That's all for me. Back to you.
Be patient, keep optimistic, even though you still not achieve your goals. Wonderful by Toastmaster Karina. What an awesome message, right? So if you still don't achieve your goals, that's okay. Be patient, keep optimistic. You will be there sooner or later. Thank you for your message, Toastmaster Karina. And who else for the second or speaker number 7? Come on, guys, raise your hand. Don't be shy. Talking table topic will not kill you. Come on. Challenge. Okay, that's good. Toastmaster Hans, I like that. Okay.
I want another chance because I am disqualified.
Okay, that's good. Right attitude. So Toastmaster Hans, this is your topic. Like Google Maps, once you set your destination, you will know what to do. Like Google Maps, once you set your destination, you will know what to do.
Like Google Maps, once you set your destination, you will know what to do. Is it true? For me, I don't think so. Because once we have set the destination, we need to figure it out. And most of the time, we can't figure it out by ourselves only. We need to look for references from other people that are already experienced or from reliable literature or other sources, but we need to look for references. But of course, I believe that when we have set the direction, it is much clearer compared to those who doesn't even set the direction or goals. So direction acts as compass. But to get there, we need to understand our field, our path, our obstacles, what is in front of us, what is holding us back from getting into the destination. I know it is highly metaphoric because we can talk about it like in other terms about goal settings. Of course, it acts as direction, but we need to keep our eyes and our ears to get references from others. That is why we need to stay hungry, stay foolish if we want to pursue our goals. By the way, I have set also my goals like OKR, objectives and key results, even for my personal life. And it helps us really to set the direction. But still, I still need to figure out a lot of things from the goals. That is why setting the direction itself is not enough. Thank you, and back to our TTM.
Yeah, looks like you are a guy with a well-planned style, right? Yeah, you need to figure out things before you go to your goals. That's great also. Figure out the field, the path, and the obstacles. Stay foolish, stay hungry. Awesome, Toastmaster Hans. Now, how about the third speaker in the second session? Raise your hand. Toastmaster Ishraki again. Okay, this is your second chance. Toastmaster Ishraki, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is your topic. Failure is good for you. Failure is good for you. Toastmaster Ishraki.
Failure is good for you. It's okay to be failed. Why? Because at the end, it's always the very first time. The very first time you deliver your speech in Toastmasters. The very first time you take a role in Toastmasters. The very first time you join the club contest. It's okay if it is fail. Fail, it's not always a bad thing. But because of fails, we can learn more about how where is the part that we should improve, where is the part that we should notice, because yeah, it's totally okay to be failed, because fail is just a sign that you ever try. Fail is just a sign that you growing up. Fail is just a sign that you want to improve yourself. So don't worry to take your very first time deliver your speech. Don't worry to take your first time to take a role in Toastmasters. Don't worry to take your chance to join club contest, because fail is just about the sign. Is a sign that you ever tried. I think that's all. Back to you, double topic master.
Wow, failure is just a sign that you already tried. Toastmaster Ishraki. So guys, Toastmaster Ishraki said, there is always the first time in everything, like paper speech, table topic, or doing a speech contest. And the good things about doing the first time, you can always improve, right? Awesome message from Toastmaster Ishraki. And how about the next speaker who want to volunteer? Okay, we have guest Demus again. Okay, are you ready, guest Demus?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
This is your topic. I prefer just to do it rather than plan it in advance. I prefer just to do it rather than plan it in advance. Guess Demis.
All right. As I mentioned earlier, life is inevitably hard to control. Sometimes you can plan it, sometimes it's out of control. So when you actually analogize your life as a project, very simply, you put yourself as you know something is intangible and tangible. Things that I consider to prefer do it directly without planning before is when I want to meet with my friends. I would never plan it, because if I want to gather or have a rendezvous with my friends, if I plan like 3 or 4 days before, that's not going to happen. It's always like an instant rendezvous with my friends when we're considering to meet up or something. It's just need, all right, I prefer to do it right away. You want to have a meetup? Okay, let's do it. There's no way that Indonesian people would think that, okay, let's have a meetup tomorrow night, for example, and then all of a sudden you guys are all set up and coming right away. There's no way. It's always like something that is instant. Okay, let's have a meetup here in Pacific Place, for example. All right. And then all of a sudden people are gathering. That's something that you prefer to do it instantly. But something that I prefer to plan in advance is something that is more into work, or something that I think it's something needs to be prioritized for my education. Like when I need to work as a project manager for my project here in my company, of course, something that is must be tangible to be managed, such as how I need to control the objectives, how I have to make sure the timeline is sitting exactly how we plan it, and all the things that we need together, because that would result very different when we do it, without a plan. So things are supposed to be do it right away, and something are supposed to be planned. I couldn't choose actually which one that I need to be prefer, or something is preferable. I think everything or in your life must be, flexible to be chosen. I think I give it to you guys the same way. Would you choose to do everything right away, or you want to plan it before in advance? It goes back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Wow, amazing presentation, guest demos. So you have something that you have a plan. I don't have a plan, like a meeting with friends. Yeah, we never meet if we plan, right, with your friends. A great personal story, and also in terms of works, of course, you need to plan it because it is about business. Awesome presentation, guest demos. And how about Aisha? Are you there? Oh, you're not
Yes,
there?
yes,
Oh, yes?
yes.
Okay. Are you ready for table topic?
Yes.
Okay. It is 1 to 2 minutes, and this is your topic.
Topic.
Lead by example. Lead by example. Guess Aisha.
Lead by. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Do you want to change question?
Lead by example. Lead.
Yeah, sometimes becomes a leader, you need to show first after you mention make a tea, for example. And they don't know how to make tea, and then you just show how to make tea appropriately.
Making craft. Making craft.
Making, okay.
Making craft.
Making track.
Craft. Making craft from
Craft.
recycle bottle cups.
Okay.
And then recycle from bottle cups. I met. I am. I make keychain from bottle cups, and then to for sell.
Shelf.
Yeah. And then make making pots, paste from bottle, recycle bottle,
plastic bottle.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you, Aisha, for your time. It looks like you have passion in bike, yeah, bicycle and bottle. Okay. Thank you so much, guest Aisha. Please come again in next occasion, yeah, if you have time. Okay, do we still have time, right? Okay. Who wanna go next? Come on, guys, raise your hand. Okay, that's it. I like it. Toastmaster Gabriel. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is your topic. To become a leader, you need to set a distance from your team. To become a leader, you need to set a distance from your team. That's Mr. Gabriel.
Mm. Okay. Wow. Being a leader and I need to set a distance from my team. Actually, it's very interesting because if we mean distance, like we don't really be close with our team, like the other project member, I think it's very interesting because what I've learned so far, and so many people say that one of the quality of the leader and type of leader is become a servant leader, where he try to serve the team's member need. So it was actually very fun when I read this sentence and I kept thinking why I need to set a distance from my team. However, if we need to set a distance, actually I've actually heard about this when I read a fiction novel. So it's about, but it's about being a boss. We need to set a distance from our employee because we also want them don't be too familiar with us, so they also respect us. So when I think about this, I started to realize maybe this is also the reasons why we need to put the distance, because first, they are someone who also reporting to us and they need to have kind of respect, or because if they are too close, so they don't really have this kind of thing. And the second is about the objectivity, because if we are too close, like friends and so on, maybe when we think about some things and also did something, we also be controlled by our emotions occasionally. So I think that put the distance a little. So when we need to have some things that need to think objectively, we can. So I think that these are the reasons. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, interesting point of view, Toastmaster Gabriel. If you are too close with your team, you may not get the respect, right? If you are too close, and that is I agree absolutely with Toastmaster Gabriel. Sometimes becomes a leader, we need to set a distance sometimes to get the respect and to maintain the professionality. Thank you for your point, Toastmaster Gabriel. And next, how I don't hear yet from Toastmaster Aldo. You want to try?
Yes.
Okay. Your topic. Toastmaster Aldo, how do you know you are success if you never set a goal? How do you know you are success if you never set a goal? Toastmaster Aldo.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever set a goal and then you try to be meticulous about the steps in order for you yourself to achieve that goal. I believe most of us already did that. And what's interesting is that, have you also experienced you're not setting a goal, however, you do something and then you feel like you achieve something. It's not like a written goals, but then when you do it, I'm actually feel like completing something or finishing something. And I think that's a weird, and on the other hand, it's also fun, because for me personally, I tried so hard to be meticulous or detailed when it comes down to writing a report or setting up a goal. However, when you notice that you're struggling, it is hard for you to remember the importance of why you setting up your goal in the beginning, why you wanted to achieve that goals in the beginning. And I think it is in that moment that, in my opinion, it is imperative for us to always remember our goals and trying to set our goals properly. And of course, in regard with the Table Topic Masters statement, for me personally, I believe rather than just winging our wishes, I think it's good for us to always written whatever it is that becoming our goals or achievement. And that being said, hopefully everyone in the precipice of 2022 can achieve your goals later on and in the future. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aldo. Yeah, sometimes if it is too complicated, he said, sometimes we can forget our goals. So to make success, you need to set your goals, right? Hopefully we can achieve it in 2023. And I also don't hear yet from Toastmaster Nabila. Do you want to try?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is your topic. Toastmaster Nabila, don't do everything alone. Don't
It's a
do
little bit,
everything alone.
yeah, it's a little bit striking right to the bullseye, as I'm currently living alone. So yeah, let's try. I think I can start now. So don't do everything alone. Well, for my current situation, I think I can agree. So if I can share a bit of my story for at least back to this past 3 weeks, when the exact moment is when I received the news that I have this my sister, the older and the only one in the family, who is currently who has been married for like maybe 2 years, and she currently lives out of town. And actually, we were both inseparable ever since we were a little. But yeah, ever since she got married, and everything changed. And currently, I'm living alone in the capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta. And she lives by far away in Lombok. And so for 3 weeks ago, she came into town with my little niece. Before her arrival, I was like so full of myself, self-indulged, feeling really independent in this city, in this big city of Jakarta, as people say, like the city of dreams, the city of a melting pot when you can meet anybody, everybody from all over background and uniqueness and so on. But sometimes there's these moments when you really look into your inner self, and it's some kind of a homesick when you feel like you used to kind of having someone so dearly, so close to you, whoever it is. Let's say it's family, it's best friend, childhood friend, or maybe even workmates. that gets you this homey and really knows you by the back of their hand. So yeah, 3 weeks ago, I feel like being alone and do things independently, like just carry on your days, doing all the usual things you do, like work, the daily chores. But suddenly, when you hear this someone dear close to you came into town, came nearby, you get this feeling of excitement, even just to see them for just a little bit, 1 or 2 hours. So yeah, this quote for me, don't do things alone, actually currently, as I said earlier, really hits the bullseye. So yeah, sometimes you can reserve some times for yourself, some moments just for yourself because you need it. But yeah, you have to acknowledge again that um, um, also sometimes you don't have to do things alone. You can just go meet your people and enjoy the moment with them. Thank you, TM
Thank you,
Alvin.
Toastmaster Nabila, yeah, who live in the city of dreams, Jakarta. Everything alone, and sometimes you miss your partner, the inseparable ones. Just 1 to 2 hours, maybe enough. Wow, what a personal story from you, Toastmaster Nabila. And maybe last one, I need to hear from Toastmaster Kairin. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, this is your topic. Toastmaster Kairin, to become better, you have to take a risk. To become better, you have to take a risk. Toastmaster Kairin.
Okay. So whatever we want to have in life, whatever goals that we set up at the first time, we have to take the first step right into something. And whatever it is, it should be having risk, of course. So I know it's not uh, as easy as it sounds, but however, just do it. We have our goals and we just have to set our habit to get us there, to get us to our destination. So I think it is important for us to take risks, take the first step of everything you want and take risks. And as I want to share my experience. I always want to try everything new in my life, and it has been 2022 has been a really ups and down year for me. So I did a lot of new things because of the upsetting moments in my life before. So I don't want to think about it. So I tried something new, like joining this Toastmaster, also one of them, and also I tried hiking to the mountains, and also I tried canyoneering in the waterfall, just something like that. At the very first, I really scared of what it could be done to me, but after I did it, I know that it's not that hard. It's not that scary thing until I tried it, until I become at that moment. So whatever it is, just go for it and risk. And after all, from all of that you do, all you have to get is enjoy the moment. Thank you. Back to you, TTM Alvin.
Whatever it is, just go for it and enjoy the moment. Thank you for sharing your idea, Toastmaster Karen. And that's it for our table topic session for today, the second session. And yeah, time report is already there. And ballot counter, please post the ballot. Yeah. So amazing message from everyone. Yeah, we're trying something new, setting a goals, and also set a distance for your.
Is it just me or does my Falcon lagging?
Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. Happens to all of us.
Okay. Is it the turn to cast the ballot now? I will send the link in the chat room. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Today in total we have 10 speakers, including the guests, our very dear guests, Demus and Aisha. So everyone, just mentioned earlier by TM Charian, let's take the risk. Let's vote.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Mas Falcon.
Okay, I'm sorry, internet is broken. Okay, it's all right. Thank you. I will give the control back to our Tom, Toastmaster Fikui.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining the table topic session for tonight. I do believe all of you are really enjoying this session since we also have two table topic, which is really special meeting that never happened in another club, I guess. Like who's did the two table topic in row, right? This is very, very special. And this is another chance for us. And for you, you can also join in, have a chance, and second chance in the second table session. But I believe, again, everyone is enjoying and you got the acknowledgement of things that you want to do in the future for preparing your 2023 or maybe for your what you get to know in the 2022 goals. Right. So let's going to the next after we're talking about a lot of goals and other topics. Master giving us a statement about a little bit about related to the goals and setting a goals for what we think about 2022 and maybe 2023 and what really explain all the things to set the goals. Let's go into the session of evaluation session. This is the most important session because we all in here want to learn from our mistake and get learn by it and getting better in the future as our speech and not for our speech. Okay, without further ado, let's calling upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Reynaldo. Toastmaster Reynaldo,
Thank you, Madam Tom, Toastmaster Fikui. And since we got no prepared speakers for tonight, we can just jump right into it to our first role taker, which it will be grammarian. Therefore, Toastmaster Gabriel, are you ready to present your grammarian report? Okay, the screen is yours. See you, Toastmaster Karina. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can proceed, Toastmaster Gabriel.
Okay. Thank you. Wait, how to hide this? Yeah. Okay. So today acknowledgement. So these are the sentences that maybe you can change like in the future, everybody, because you have future, so everybody will listen to me. And also this because we have consistency and persistency. So these are two, so we can use R. And also because this is the rest of people hasn't achieved it, because the rest is many, we can use haven't. And also it helps us really to set the direction. I think that most people usually it really helps us. Terus it's okay. Next, it's okay to be failed. We can choose it. We can change it to it's okay to fail. And then because this is actually this has a previous sentence. It's about present tense. So it means that after he said present tense, it's better for him to say will result instead of past tense. And also the last, because previously he said past tense, and then it could be done to me. I think that most people actually only just use what could have happened to me. I think that it can be changed like this. So these are the sentences that I think that can be corrected. And also these are the beautiful phrases that I've got. Do what I want to do, live what I want to live. Yes. And also even we have goal, even if we don't have goal, if we put habit consistently, we'll get better from those master hands. If you want to try anything, make sure you know the consequence from those master Hikui. Yeah, including gambling. Yeah, we also want to try smoking and so on, but no. And also if we just enjoy the journey. Thank you, Toastmaster Sharaki. Be patient but keep optimistic. From Toastmaster Karina. Direction as a compass. Fail is just a sign that you've tried. Growing up, then improving yourself. Actually, these are the sentences. But just paraphrase from this. Nice. Point of view of failure from Toastmaster Ishiaraki. And also, I feel like completing something. Toastmaster Aldo. Although I never know about the feeling completing something if I don't put the goal, but nice point. Enjoy the moment with them. Thank you for reminding us, Toastmaster Nabila, and however, just do it, Master Charlie. Thank you. And actually, in the last table topic, when Toastmaster Charin used the phrase bull eyes, actually, I just want to Google to make sure that whether she is using correctly. But I also found another interesting fact about bull's eye. It's actually a slang for money. So it's actually very fun neat things for me. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Ramaran, Toastmaster Gabriel, for providing us with such detailed report. And of course, let's move on to the next role, which is R and WOD counter. Toastmaster Hans, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you for the
Screen is yours.
opportunity. So let me share my screen, guys. As you can see, here is my report for the A and WOD. From the first table topic session, we have Toastmaster Karina. She has done quite good in terms of filler words, only one A, no repetitive word, and one long pause. And even one word of the day, although it is a bit different. She mentioned it as acknowledge, as a verb. Next, soon to be Toastmaster Demus. So far, so good without filler words, repetitive word, and long pause. And even one word of the day, as I noticed. And next from me, I have one long pause and one word of the day. Toastmaster Fikui has mentioned about two filler words and one repetitive word like I, and one noticeable long pause, and also one word of the day. Toastmaster Israki has four filler words and one repetitive word to make it without long pauses, and as I've noticed, without word of the day. And Toastmaster Karina, in the second session of table topic, right? Okay, without any filler words and also without word of the day. Also me and Toastmaster Israki has improved significantly without any filler word, but just one repetitive word, don't worry, and one long pause. From soon-to-be Toastmaster Demus, one filler word as I've noticed. From soon-to-be Toastmaster Aisyah, more than 5 filler words, and also 2 kinds of repetitive words that I've noticed, and some long pauses. Next, we have Toastmaster Gabriel, pretty clear without filler words, without repetitive words, without long pauses, and as I've noticed, also without word of the day. Toastmaster Aldo, just one ah. Toastmaster Nabila, more than 5 ah, and one repetitive word, who. Toastmaster Kairin, as I've noticed, one ah, and also one repetitive word, really, but I'm not so sure it is a repetitive word or a tension. Sometimes we repeat a word to create tension for the audience, right? And after all, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for participating in table topics. Let's try to improve whatever our position now. We can always strive for better. Back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Aldo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, for such a yet another detailed report. And now, for my role as the general evaluator, let's take a deep dive into the specificity. The first point is your theme and word of the day, which is timely and certainly a propitious moment because we are in December already. Therefore, the theme, the art of goal setting, as well as your word of the day is certainly fit with our current situation. And then jumping into your agenda, despite the confusion early on about the role takers, I think it is still a neat, concise, and succinct agenda. So easy for us to take a look onto what's going on for today. And when it comes to punctuality, the meeting opened early on. Therefore, all the speakers, the Toastmasters as well as the guests can having a small conversation. However, I do notice that the meeting start a little bit late, despite that the meeting is already open early on. And the opening itself, as per usual, Toastmaster Hans elucidated clearly about what Toastmaster is all about. And then jumping into our Tom, same thing, explained the theme properly. And I like the fact that Toastmaster Fikui engaged in a small conversation early on in the beginning to make sure that we truly understand about what our today's theme. And moving on towards the role takers, I believe all the role takers explained their roles properly early on, except for our timer, Toastmaster Alvin. It is actually because of my mistake because I didn't mention him in the beginning. I apologize for that one. And then moving on towards the table topic session, the first one by Toastmaster Kairin. Toastmaster Kairin delineate what those table topics is all about, and therefore all of us can understand what to expect. And most importantly, Toastmaster Kairin explained about the timing. Therefore, it's an offset because I didn't mention the timer for Toastmaster Alvin early on. And on top of that, Toastmaster Kairin also provided us with the statements or the quotes that's relevant with our today's theme. And then I like the fact that also our table topic master respond to the speaker's speech, having a bit back and forth or a small conversation with some of the speakers, as well as encouraging or asking for the guests to try. That's important for every table topic master to always notice if there's a guest, just immediately mention them and try to encourage them positively. The only suggestion I can give for our first table topic master is to remind the speakers about word of the day every single time. And the only suggestion that perhaps I should mention is to conduct a vote after the first session is finished, the table topic session, so that we can reduce the burden of our ballot counter. And we also not forget about the speaker's message. And then moving on to our second table topic master, Toastmaster Alvin. I like that he just jumped right into it as the continuation of the first table topic masters. And of course, in a similar fashion, the statements dovetail or fit with our main theme for today. And he also reiterated the speaker's main message so that us can digest it clearly. And most importantly, again, I need to reiterate this point again. Toastmaster Alvin encouraged the audience positively to take part in the table topic session. Same suggestion to remind the speakers about word of the day every single time. And it's a great table topic session by Toastmaster Alvin and Toastmaster Kairin. Thank you. Of course, to the role takers, the evaluation session, I think it is better. The first suggestion that I would like to give, it is better for the ballot counter to conduct a separate list for us to vote the first table topics and then the second table topic. So perhaps we can have a different winner or a double winner. That would be great. And then moving on to our grammarian, beautiful slides, detailed and informative, as well as it goes the same with our RWOD counter. I like the fact that Toastmaster Hans mentioned early on about the tips for us to take pause. Usually, RWOD counter mention it later on when they provide the report, but this is important because Toastmaster Hans providing it early on in the meeting. A detailed and fastidious report as well by Toastmaster Hans. Thank you. And the only suggestion that I would like to give is actually in the grammarian. I think I would like to mention about a certain specific word that mentioned by our guest Demus, because I think it's interesting because I rarely heard the word being pronounced or being mentioned, which is rendezvous. It's unique, I think. Rendezvous, there you go, in the chat box. Rendezvous, meaning to gather, right? Your friends and so on. And lastly, I would like to mention the overall atmosphere is pretty warm and friendly. And because I think we already familiar with each other, we already know each other. Therefore, I think it's easy for us to quote unquote break the ice, despite the decent number of our participants for today. And I believe that's all from me. Back to our Toastmaster of the meeting.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Arno, for the comprehensive evaluation and also all the role takers who are already giving the report for tonight meetings. So we are reaching the end of the meeting. So to conclude the meeting, we are right now talking about, right, I already mentioned it before, like our goals, setting a goals, how we get acknowledgement of the future and preparing it by setting certain goals. And all of you also already answered it in the table topic, very beautiful insight that we get from here. I really enjoyed that. And also I do believe all of you in here really enjoyed, especially for the two special table topic session. So let's without further ado, let's go into the next session. Actually, we still have a wording and a closing. I will giving back my report and my control to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Nabila. Toastmaster Nabila.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fikwi. So as we like to end our session tonight, and with all of the great participations from all of the attendees tonight, our honorable guests, and also our very dear fellow Toastmasters. And we have to in the end, we have to present the best of the best from them all to our as our favorite speaker tonight. So let me share you the result of our vote tonight. Like I would like to play the drum roll, but the audio is having kind of hang on. So let me share my screen. So thank you. Someone's doing the drum roll. So as we have, actually we only have like 9, yeah, as me myself, I didn't have to be included as I went beyond the time limit. So yeah, hang on. So above all of the 9 speakers tonight, we have the very best, the favorite speaker, our very dear guest, Demus. So our soon-to-be Toastmaster Demus, let me present you a certificate. Maybe Toastmaster Hans, as the club president, would like to do the honorable and also to deliver maybe 1 or 2 words.
No, just let the winner give 1 or 2 words and let me spotlight him.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much for the recognition, this new acknowledgement. This is not my first time getting this from Jakarta Motivator. I do believe that everyone deserves this more than I do. As I do agree with the Mr. Aldo Oro. Yeah, sorry if I pronounced your name mistakenly, but there must, 2 winners. And I can hear for just, because I've been lacking partners to speak with. So thank you so much. I don't know how to say something about this.
Congrats, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Demus. So let's take a photo of you. I will count in 3, 2, 1. Hold your position. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Back to our ballot counter.
So yes, soon to be Toastmaster Demus, you'll receive your certificate in a bit. I'll upload it. I'll upload it in the chat box. So yeah, I'll give it back to our Tom, TM Fikwi.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nabila, and congratulations, Toastmaster Demus, for being the best table topic speaker in 2 sessions of table topic session. That's really great. Congratulations, and I hope can see you again in another meeting of the Mods Toastmaster Club. So let's close this meeting because we are kind of tired with a lot of the things. It's still Thursday, guys. There's Thursday and Friday waiting for us. So I'm giving back my control back to our president, Toastmaster Hans. Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fikwi, as our Toastmaster of the meeting, who has led the whole meeting very well. And I would like to express my gratitude towards all of you guys. Toastmaster Fikwi as Toastmaster of the meeting and emergency timer. Toastmaster Khairin as table topic master. Toastmaster Nabila as ballot counter. Toastmaster Gabriel as our grammarian, Toastmaster Alvin as table topic master and also timer, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Demus as our visitor, and congratulations once again for you, Toastmaster Aldo as our general evaluator, and soon to be Toastmaster Aisyah for trying the table topic. Thank you very much, guys, for participating here. We will have a meeting again in the next 2 weeks. So it is on December 28th. I know it is between Christmas and New Year, but unfortunately, because Christmas and New Year are in the weekend, so it is not really the holiday vibes, yeah. But so we try to make it that time, and no offline meeting this month, unfortunately. We try to propose on Saturday, January 7th to be our next offline meeting. And if you want to have another chit chat casually, feel free after this, but we will limit the time. Thank you very much, and let's close the meeting by pressing the stop button.